Hi, this is Paul from buyyourhouseforless.co.uk. Firstly, I'd like to thank you for coming to this page and watching this video, because if you are watching this video, this means that you are really serious about finding a better, smarter, more lucrative way of buying your new home now. Before we get into watching Mr. Bailey tell us how he got £40,000 off the price of his house, I just want to share a bit of information about his background. This isn't on the video because when I went to interview him, we just got chatting as I was setting up. So Mr. Bailey arrived back in the UK after working abroad. He was being forced to rent because he had nowhere else to live. Because his landlord had some personal problems of his own, he was forced to move a couple of times in just a few months. A very stressful situation for him and his family because all of their possessions were boxed and they were just living out of boxes. They just didn't feel settled. He didn't want to rent because he saw it was a waste of money and he could use the money to pay off a potential mortgage. Like me, and a lot of other people, he likes to make good use of his cash. He recognised that house prices in the UK are expensive and you need to do something a little bit smarter if you're going to meet your goals. So he looked on the internet and he found my product and he said to himself, and I'd suggest you ask yourself the same question. He asked, so how would I feel if this really worked? And in these sort of situations, he realized you just need to take a small risk. You need to do something different if you want something that big, that badly. So he invested in the videos, and then he watched the videos and he had his aha moments when the learning started to come fast and furious. There were times he mentioned to me about some of the clear messages in the video and said he'd fallen foul in other buying situations and wished he'd known about them in the past. Alas, I too had to agree with him because I'd had the same sort of experiences. Then he called me for his free consultation. He didn't need it, as most people don't, because the videos make it quite clear what you need to do. But I do like to give a level of support if people need it. And then he watched the videos again. I think this is a really smart move in my opinion, because he was checking to see if he'd missed anything, and it helps to reinforce the messages on the videos. After that, he simply followed the instructions and went into battle, and the rest, they say, is history. And finally, before we see Mr. Bailey, the issue about you getting into your next home is not whether these videos will work, because they clearly will, but how much do you want your new home, and are you prepared to follow a simple, proven approach used by thousands of other people but still largely unknown to the general public? The alternative, of course, is that you may wish to pay full asking price for your house. So now let's hear from Mr. Bailey.
Hi and welcome to buyyourhouseforless.co.uk. I'm here with Ron Bailey. Ron, I'm pleased to say, is my very first testimonial, and because he is my first, he's kindly allowed me to video him. So good morning, Ron.
Hello.
Ron, I was just wondering if you could just spend 30 seconds just telling us a bit about you. What do you do for work?
Oh well, I'm an IT consultant,
Okay.
and I've recently moved back to the UK, having spent several years abroad, and now I'm doing partly my own business right now in IT consulting.
Okay, IT consulting. Good, excellent. So how long have you been in IT consulting then?
Oh, all of my career really. Used to work for big vendors, and now working for end users, and as I say, now running my own business.
Fantastic, excellent. Okay. So coming back to the video on the website, I said in the outline sales video, it is a very simply produced video, and I did it that way to keep the cost down so it's available to everyone. And I'm just wondering, I mean, in terms of the structure of the video, what do you think? Does it work? Does the video work?
I would say about the video, it comes across as very easy to understand. I mean, you're presenting things here in not only layman's terms, but you do it in a pretty friendly manner. It's not something that seems to be up itself, or something that's overly academic, or something that's using strong terms or complex terms. It's really easy to understand, and it comes across very friendly.
Brilliant, thanks for that. And the messages coming out, the content. I mean, so the structure, it's easy to use. Is it easy to understand? And
yes, I think it does. Because it's a combination of both video, or the visual rather,
yeah.
and the audio. And you use bullet points, and you use simple terms, and then you reinforce messages, and you go through the slide bullet by bullet where you've got key points to make. It's really easy to follow, and as I say, for me, I'm a visual person as well, so I like to see slides, and I like to see and read things, but the audio also helps me to take on board the messages, and as a result, it's something that's quite easy to remember.
Excellent, excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to add about the quality of the video and sort of the lessons you've learned from it?
I think what I add, as I say, it is easy to learn. It's something that was quite easy to watch. It wasn't something where I thought to myself, "Gosh, how long is this going to be?" And so it was quite easy to use and to digest. And as I said, the fact that you repeat some things in there, both audio on the audio side and the video side, means that it sinks in better for me. And I was able to carry a lot of that around in my head when I went to talk to different sellers when I was buying a house.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to say, I know that you have, or you're in the process of buying a house now. You're renting at the moment. How did you use anything from the video in your house buying process?
Absolutely, I did. Absolutely. One of the things I took on board immediately was use the agent for what the agent's good for, which actually isn't all that much. Get to talk to the seller directly.
Absolutely.
And when you're going around the houses, be friendly, be polite, be strong. Let people know. I mean, I'm in a good position. I'm in a cash buyer position.
Yeah.
And I let people know that subtly.
Yeah.
As I went round, especially if I found myself being interested in the property. And in the particular property that we've settled on, I was very open, very friendly with the seller. I told her that we were cash buyers, that we were serious, and there were plenty of people in the marketplace, but not a lot of them were serious because it's a tight economy right now. Not for us. We've got the cash to buy.
Okay, good.
And I think that was good because, as I understand it now, they had multiple offers on the property. It was quite a popular property, and some of those offers were definitely higher than the offer we made, which we made on the same day that we saw the house.
Yep.
And she picked our offer because she knew that we were a firm buyer and she wants to sell.
So I'm the way I'm taking that is you probably use some of the negotiation and influencing techniques from the video, and also the process and how talking to the people and how to talk to the people would have helped you in doing that and understanding the importance of it.
Yes, absolutely. As we went round the house, I got to know her a bit more personally. She got to know me a little bit more personally, me and my family, that is. As we went round the house, we talked to her about different things. We understood why she was leaving, to understand what level of urgency she had. And of course, all of this comes out in your video, and it was something that I was able to remember and use in the process. And as I say, it was the firmness of the offer that I made, and the fact that I think I let her know that we were very serious and able to move fast.
Brilliant. That sounds fantastic. Excellent. And you did get a sizable discount, I believe. I'm not going to go into what that is, but
we believe we did. As I say, she had several offers, and we know that some of them were above what we offered. We offered £40,000 less than the asking price.
excellent.
Which is a pretty sizable discount.
I've got a big smile on my face here. That's an excellent saving. Okay, Ron. Let me be perfectly blunt here. Would you recommend the video to anyone else?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. This is a series of a set of information and clues as to how to do this well that anybody can pick up and use.
Excellent. I'm assuming that you'd also see some value. You talked about recommending it, but the value of the video, you feel it adds value?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the price you pay for a video like this is nothing compared to the money you'll save.
That's exactly why I made it. Ron Bailey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that's Mr. Bailey telling us how he managed to save £40,000 off the price of his house. So now you have two options. The first one is you pay full market price for your house, in which case all you have to do is click close this window and thanks for your time. The second option is you choose to buy your house smartly and invest in yourself with a little bit of clever but easy to follow education. And if that's your choice, which I recommend you do it now, click on the red line above or below this video, download the videos and start watching them today. Anyway, that's it for me. I look forward to speaking to you shortly. Thank you. Bye.